Hello, you guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I am going to make or attempt to make a bluey cake. Now, if you've seen the layers of this cake before I put this homemade fondant on it, oh my gosh, you would have been like, girl, look at that cake. It's lopsided, but I ain't no baker, but today I'm Betty May, okay? Or Betty Crocker. So let me just get in here to say I made everything by scratch. I was 110% dedicated to have a bluey cake for my baby's birthday. I was late on purchasing the cake from the bakery, and on top of that, they don't do fondant, and my baby is having a bluey themed birthday. So I want her to enjoy it and have a nice, beautiful cake, Right here, I'm just smoothing around the crease because I couldn't really get a good idea how to smooth it down or get that fondant around the cake without it having lines or without me having to do anything. I just added some more food coloring to this. I already pre-added food coloring, but I wanted it to be a little darker because, Bluey, he isn't as blue as what's on the rolling pin. And then here I seen that the dye didn't take well, so I'm just gonna knead more into it and roll it out. I also pre-made this fondant the day before when I made the cake. So all I really had to do was just put it in the microwave for a few seconds and warm it back up. And then knead it and then roll it out. As you can see, you're going to need to have powdered sugar on the countertop or whatever area you're working on because it still sticks. So that's still a good thing, but just be mindful that just because you pre-make it and you already rolled it out in the powdered sugar, you're still gonna have to need more powdered sugar. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it for y'all so y'all can see what I'm working with. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can see. I ended up making the crease, the nose, well, the face part, and left the back part, like the smoother part, as you can see here. And I'm just using water, just a little bit of water, not too much, just to stick it onto the cake. Now I am over here cutting out the ears. I had leftover cake pieces and some leftover frosting that I had made. So right now I'm just cutting them into triangles and also just layering it with that icing so that way I can come back and wrap those ears up. Because Bluey, we need to hear you. We need to hear you, baby. So you can see me just flattening out more of those triangles. I'm sorry, squares. And then I'm putting more marshmallows. Well, because that's how I made my fondant, which was marshmallows and powdered sugar. I'm over here running around with the chicken with my head cut off because I, you know. Now I'm just adding the yellow gel food coloring to there because we need the inside of them ears. Bluey don't need to be all blue. We need some sunshine up in there too. Period. So getting this together for the mouthpiece, your grill and your ears, and let's just see what we come out with. It was so fun doing this. Like, I felt like a kid playing with Play-Doh, but it was like a softer, fluffy texture. It was bringing so much youth and reminding me of the small things. Like, I've always been very interested in learning how to make a cake, but actually getting in the field, like actually getting in the kitchen and making a cake has put me in a whole different perspective. Again, I don't have all of the tools. I'm just winging it. Like, I got an expectation and I'm winging it. So this was very, very fun. What made this experience fun for me was, you could see them in a minute, but My kids coming downstairs, although I didn't want her to see her cake, it was, oh, Mom, Bluey. Like, she seen it when it was just the fondant. She like, Mommy, you making cake? And it's just like, oh my gosh. So then they seen the ears and they was just so excited. It made me even more motivated because I don't think if my kids didn't see it, I would have been like, okay, I think this is an epic fail. But my babies, you go see. Then they wanted to try and find it, so I was giving them pieces of fondant. They was hyper. They was hyper. So hyper. But you gonna see their little bean heads popping up in a minute. But we gonna put that ear on Bluey, and then now we got us a good foundation. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get that mouthpiece together again. I don't have no cake cutters or anything like that, so this is just off the drizzle. Okay, raw. Completely raw, but I knew that mouth was too big when I cut it. Cause yeah. Now we doing the eyeballs. Eyeballs, we didn't need to add any gel food coloring. You can if you would like to. Look at the kids. They happy. But but yes, I just left it plain white and I just went again and just went in with that knife and just boom, spooky eyes. Now, I do suggest that you wash your hands throughout this because I kept getting black dye and dye everywhere because I was starting to be in a rush. So at this point, I was like, let me just be as transparent and gentle with this fondant as I can be without staining it. But I still did good. I did good. Look at them. They like, ooh, Bluey, 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 Bluey. I'm like, go upstairs. Bluey is for tomorrow, which is today, because my baby birthday was the 25th. So, happiness is homemade, period. Because this brought me pure joy. Pure joy from the cake from scratch. I mean, I had the ingredients, but that lady ain't put no measurements. And there we got Bluey. There we go. There we go. I'm so excited. My baby was looking in the fridge all morning and night. I'm so